Find angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5. So here they are given the figure is a pentagon. A, B, C, D, E is a pentagon because it is made up of 5 line segments, and here angle A is denoted by angle 1, angle B is denoted by angle 2, it is angle 3, angle 4 and angle 5. Okay, and we need to find out the sum of the angles of a pentagon. Okay, so for this, see, we know sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So instead of pentagon, if we are trying to divide it into a triangle, okay, in that case we can able to simplify this problem. So what I am doing, from A, I am taking two diagonals, AC and AD from A. Okay, now here angle 1 is divided into 3 parts. Okay, let them as angle A, B, C, and completely these 3 angles sum is equal to 1. Angle A is divided into 3 parts by drawing AC and AD diagonals. Okay, next angle 3 is divided into 2 parts. So for them I am taking as angle D, angle E. So this completely it is angle 3. And angle 4 also divided into 2 parts, these 2 parts. So I am taking them as FG. And sum of those 2 angles is equal to 4. Okay, this construction is very, very important. Once again, I am drawing here, observe. See, like this, they are given pentagon. So here they have mentioned angle 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just observe here, this construction is very, very important. Actually, they are given only pentagon because we have to find out sum of the angles of that pentagon. That's why we don't know how to simplify for pentagon. What we know only for triangles we know. So I am dividing pentagon into triangles by joining the diagonals from A. If you don't want to join from A, you can take B also, no problem. So once again, observe this construction. Construction is very, very important. Construction is very, very important. Actually, they are given in the question only pentagon, and they are asking to find out the angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E sum. Okay, and here they have mentioned angle A is angle 1, angle B is 2, angle C is angle 3, D is 4, and E is angle 5. Like this, they have mentioned in the figure. But to simplify, to get this answer, because we know the triangle, so from A, I'm joining AC to get triangle ABC and joining AD. So here I'll get triangle ADE and ACD also is one of the triangles. So completely I have divided given pentagon into 3 triangles. So here angle 1, actually angle 1 equal to angle A, but it is divided into 3 parts. So those 3 parts I am naming as A, B, C, small letters. Okay, and coming to this, C also divided into 2 parts. So one is D, one is E. And the sum of these two angles is actually equal to angle 3. Okay. And coming to D, here also it is divided into two parts. So those two parts I am taking as F and G, and sum of those two actually 4, angle 4. So now what I am doing from the figure, in triangle ABC, apply the angle sum property. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degrees. But here angle A, only some part we have to take, not complete angle A. This triangle we are using ABC, triangle ABC. So angle CAB plus ABC plus BCA will be equal to 180 degrees. So that's why in angle ABC, angle CAB plus angle ABC plus angle BCA is equal to 180 degrees by the angle sum property of a triangle. So this one we know, that's why I'm not writing. If we are writing all those things, it will be take very lengthy. So CAB is angle A. It is very clear from the figure. I have used different letters. So angle A plus angle B is equal to angle 2 plus angle C is nothing but D. Actually completely angle 3, but we are not using completely. Just we are using triangle ABC. So here angle D is equal to 180 degrees. Let it be equation 1. In triangle ABC, angle A I have to write, so CAB plus second letter A, angle ABC plus angle second letter is B here, BCA is equal to 180 degrees by using the angle sum property of a triangle. So angle CAB from the figure is A plus angle A plus angle B is 2 plus CA is D, angle D equal to 180 degrees. Let it be equation 1. Now same thing repeat for the second triangle, that is triangle ACD. Okay, so in triangle ACD, now try to write for A, that is DAC. Yes or no? DAC. Angle DAC plus angle for C we need to write. So ACD plus angle CDA is equal to 180 degrees. See, remember, just first once you have started, last letter we are using. I have used triangle ACD. Here last vertex is D. So DAC to write A, and to write C, ACD. To write D, CDA. That's all. Just use the second letter onwards and use the cyclic process. ACD, and once I got C here, CDA. That's it. Like that, I'll get 3 angles of a triangle. Now DAC value we have angle B, angle E, angle F. Angle B plus angle E plus angle F is equal to 180 degrees. Let it be equation 2. Okay. Now coming to the third triangle ADE. In triangle ADE. ADE. So here last letter E. EAD, angle EAD plus, so here second letter A, ADE, angle ADE plus angle DEA will be equal to 180 degrees. Now from the figure, what are these values right? EAD is C, angle C plus, and ADE is G, angle G plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. Equation 3. Now what I am doing, left side of these 3 equations I am adding left side, and right side I am adding. And what I will get? Add equation 1 plus equation 2 plus equation 3. So LHS is what we have, A, angle A plus angle 2 plus angle D is LHS of first equation. And for second equation, this is the LHS D, B, E, F. And for third one, C, G and angle 5. So add all those, what we will get? angle A plus angle 2 plus angle D is the LHS of first equation over. And for second equation, BEF is addition through horizontal method. Okay. Then CG5, angle C plus angle G plus angle 5 is equal to, right side what are this? 180, 180, 180. That's all. 180 degrees plus 180 degrees plus 180 degrees. Okay. Now angle A. So just observe at A angle 1 we have is ABC. Sum of these three angles is equal to angle 1. So those three angles together I am writing. Just observe angle A plus angle B plus angle C. Those three I am combining. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle 2 is angle 2 already we have here. Angle 2 is there. For C, D and E we have. Angle D plus angle E also we have. So in bracket I am writing angle D plus angle E plus after that for D, F and G. Angle F, angle G. And for angle 5 already angle 5 is there. 180 plus 18 3 is 72. Sorry, 54. 540 degrees. Okay. Now observe this. A, B, C. The sum of these three angles is angle 1. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus and D and E is angle 3 and F and G are nothing but angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 540 degrees. Means sum of the angles of a pentagon is equal to 540 degrees. Okay. So we need to find out this value only. Observe. See, once again observe the problem, don't confuse, because they are asking to find out the sum of the angles of a pentagon. So directly we don't know how much sum it is. That's why what we know, sum of the angles of a triangle equal to 180 degrees we know. So for that case, I'm dividing the pentagon into three triangles by taking the two diagonals from A. If you want to take from B, no problem, you can take. So for B, BE and BD we can take. Okay. Now, so from the figure, it is very clear that actually, as per the question, they are given angle A is 1, angle B 2, angle C 3, angle 4 is D, and angle E is 5. Okay, like that they have mentioned. But what I am doing after my construction, angle 1, angle A, that is angle 1 is divided into three parts A, B, C. Angle 3 is divided into D and E. Angle 4 is divided into F and G. Okay. So by using the angle sum property, we are getting three equations. Add those three equations. Finally, you will get a sum of the angles of a pentagon is equal to 540 degrees. Very simple question. Okay. Okay. With this angle sum property of a triangle questions all are finished. Now today we will start some other topic, new topic, that is another property depending on angle. Exterior angle property of a triangle. So before that, what are the exterior angles we will see? See, for suppose, let us consider the triangle PQR. Okay. For this, what I am doing, at P I am extending till X. Okay. For Q, Y. So here I write Q. And for R, like this I am writing. So X, Y, Z. Now here just observe, at P we are getting two angles. This is one angle and this side also another angle. For suppose it will be angle 1 and here at Q 2, angle 3. Like this I am writing. And here I am writing angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. See, observe this figure. At P, two angles are there. Angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 is inside the triangle. So, interior angle of triangle PQR is angle 1, one of the interior angles. Coming to angle 4, it is out of the triangle, so exterior. Okay. Coming to this, at Q, angle 2 is interior, angle 5 is exterior. Angle 3 interior, angle 6 exterior. So from the figures, in triangle PQR, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, all are inside. So are interior angles. See, it is very clear that I have given the numbering for my simplification purpose. But if they did not given the number, angle 1 or angle 2 and angle 3, in that case, how we need to give the name? See, already we know how to name an angle. So first I want to write P. I can write RPQ, otherwise QPR, no problem. P will be middle. So angle 1 is nothing but angle RPQR, QPR, anything. P have to be stay middle. Okay, this is my angle 1 and angle 2, angle 3. Now angle 2 I am writing. That is for 2. PQR I can write, otherwise RQP. So here second letter P, no? PQR I am writing like that. Now coming to the third angle, that is QRP, otherwise PRQ. So I am writing QRP. Are the three interior angles, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Okay. And coming to the exterior angle, angle 4, 5, 6. Angle 4, angle 5, angle 6 are exterior angles. So how to name them? See, for angle 4, QPX, otherwise YPX. You can choose anything, no problem. So I am writing QPX. Angle QPX. Just observe at P only you are getting, but this is exterior and this is interior. Both are P itself, but this one referring interior angle and this is referring exterior. Both are at P itself. That's why we are getting P in middle. Okay. And next for angle 5, what we have to write? YQR. Otherwise RQY, no problem. So angle RQY. Okay. Then for R, you can write ZRP, otherwise PRZ. So I am writing angle PRZ are the exterior angles of this triangle. Okay. So for a triangle, we can get interior angles and exterior angles also. And in case of interior angles, already we have studied that sum of the three angles of a triangle must be equal to 180 degrees. That is three interior angles. So here angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 must be equal to 180 degrees. This is by the angle sum property of a triangle. Now we have one more property called exterior angle property. That property states that, for suppose I am considering it 3. Okay. So here at R, 6 is the exterior angle. According to the exterior angle property, angle 6, this is exterior at R, remaining two are P and Q angles, that's are interior angles you have to observe, angle 1 and angle 2. So this exterior angle must be equal to sum of two interior opposite angles, angle 1 plus angle 2. So just observe wherever you are talking. See, for suppose if I am talking about P, then Q and R are the remaining angles, and in that we have to consider only interior. So that is angle 4 must be equal to angle 2 plus angle 3 according to the exterior angle property. And this property we need to prove also, like angle sum property only. So, and exterior angle property states that exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. Here at 3 I am taking exterior angle. So angle 6 is equal to 3, we shouldn't write. The remaining two angles are angle 1 and 2. Okay. And this proof also very, very important, and you may get for questions also. So exterior angle property of a triangle. So according to this property, statement is given that an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. Sum of its interior opposite angles. Sum of its two interior opposite angles or opposite interior angles, no problem. Interior opposite angles. And to prove this, we need to take some construction. So here I am giving the proof also. I am considering the triangle A, B, C, and at C it is produced to till D to form an exterior angle. Okay. So angle ACD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC. Okay. And at angle A, I am taking angle 1, angle 2, and these are angle 3. These three are the exterior angle of a triangle. And to prove this property, I am choosing that a line which is parallel to AB, I am drawing from C. So CE is the parallel line which is parallel to AB. In that case, we will get two transversals AC and BC. So before that, completely this angle is exterior angle, but it is divided into two parts now. So what I am doing, one of the part I am taking as X, other part I am taking as Y. Okay, and some of these two angles I am taking as angle 4. So from the figure, to prove angle sum exterior angle property, I am choosing the construction like that. Okay, so from the figure, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 are interior angles of a triangle ABC. And angle 4 is an exterior angle. Exterior angle of a triangle ABC. Okay, it is very clear, I think so. So angle 4 is exterior, and if we are showing that angle x plus angle y is equal to 4, then that is nothing but, okay. So we will see here what I am doing. AB is parallel to C. In that case, AC is the transversal as well as BC also is the transversal. BD. So what I am taking, AC is the transversal, first condition. Both I am writing, otherwise AC and BD both are transversals. Otherwise BC also we can write, no problem. AC comma BC are transversals. So because we are getting transversal, we are maybe getting alternate or corresponding or co-interior angles. So first observe the transversal AC. At A I have angle 1, and at B, at C, 3 is there. But we have to find out x and y. So x and angle 1 are lying either side of the transversal. That means those two are alternate angles. One is both are interior for these two lines. AB and C both are interior and lying either side of the transversal. How are they? Just observe. AB and like this I have A, B, C, E. AB and CE are parallel lines. So here at here A. Angle 1 and here I have X. Both are lying either side of the transversal. Both are interior of these two lines, inside only. So interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles are equal. Yes or no? Therefore, angle 1 is equal to angle X. Okay? Angle 1 is equal to X degrees. And coming to the BC transversal. Y and 2 both are lying. This is the transversal. Both are lying upside of the transversal, and one is interior, one is exterior. Out of this line means those two are lying same side, and one is interior, one is exterior. So corresponding angle means angle 2 is equal to y because those two are corresponding. So first interior alternate angle. And secondly, we are getting corresponding angle. Okay. Then it is very clear that angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to x plus y. Let it be equation 1. Okay. And from the triangle, angle ACD is equal to, from the figure, angle 4 is equal to angle x plus angle y. X plus y. And angle 4 is nothing but exterior angle. So for that figure, angle ACD is an exterior angle which is equal to angle 4. And angle x and plus 1 plus y is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 seen from equation 1. So just observe here, ACD is an exterior angle and it is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So angle 1 and angle 2 are opposite angles of angle 4. Those two are interior opposite angles. Sum of those two angles is angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2, and angle 4 is nothing but angle ACD, which is an exterior angle. So exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. Hence proved the given statement. So once again observe, don't confuse. Here we need to prove that exterior angle of a triangle must be equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. Here I am taking the exterior angle at angle 3. Means remaining two interior angles are angle 1 and 2. So we have to show that angle 1 plus angle 2 must be equal to exterior angle. For that, I have used a transversal and parallel line combination, and like this I got angle ACD. Exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. Okay. So depending on this statement, we will get the questions we need to solve, like angle sum property only. And this is the statement and proof of exterior angle property. Okay. Okay, depending on exterior angle property, we will solve some of these problems. Exterior angle property. Here one of the example is given like this. Example 8. In the figure, find the values of x and y. Find the values of x and y. So here they have mentioned the figure like this. Triangle A, B, C, and it is at C, it is produced to till D. Angle B is 65 degrees. Angle A is x degrees. Let us see, it is 135 degrees. And here y degrees given. So observe the figure. See, such type of questions we already got in angle sum property, exercise 3 also. There we have used angle sum property. For that we did that. First we have founded y value by using linear pair. After that by using the angle sum property you have founded x. But now we know exterior angle property. So here identify what are the given interior angles and exterior angle in the figure. X, Y, 65 are the interior angles of triangle ABC and 135 degrees is the exterior angle of triangle ABC. Yes. So we have the exterior angle property that exterior angle of a triangle is must be equal to C. Exterior angle is at C. So sum of two opposite interior angles, that is x plus 65 is equal to 135 degrees. Okay. So it is very clear that angle ACD is an exterior angle. Exterior angle of triangle ABC. Okay. Therefore, it is very clear that angle ACD will be equal to ACD must be equal to CAB, that is angle A plus angle B. Directly we can write why, because it is divided into only two parts. So, but you can mention interior angle CAB plus ABC, since from exterior angle property only. Exterior angle property. So that is angle ACD we have 135 degrees from the figure, and CAB is equal to x, ABC is equal to 65. So from this we will get x value. That's it. So x will be equal to 135 minus 65. So x is equal to 135 minus 65. 5 minus 5 0, 13 minus 6 is 70 degrees. So to get y, you can use angle sum property, otherwise linear pair. So use linear pair, that is very easy. So therefore, and from the figure, y plus 135 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, since they are forming a linear pair. They are adjacent and their sum is equal to 180, straight line. So that's it. So y is equal to 180 minus 135. That is y equal to 45 degrees. That's all. So like this we are using exterior angle property, and still some more examples we will discuss in the next class. Okay, listen. Depending on the exterior angle property, we will discuss in the next class remaining problems. Now observe what are the different properties we have discussed depending on sides and angles for a triangle. So properties of a triangle. Properties of a triangle depending on its sides as well as angles. So on sides we have two properties as well as angles also we have two properties. What are those? If sum of the two sides, any two sides, always greater than the third side when we are talking about sum, and difference of any two sides always lesser than the third side. So these two properties we have studied depending on sides, and whenever they are given the length of the sides, whether these conditions are following or not, depending on that we need to decide can we able to form a triangle or not. See, for suppose I have the measures 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Now see, by observing the measurements we can able to say that it is a scalene triangle, but are we able to form a triangle? First we need to check. So observe the measures 2 plus 3 equal to 5. 5 centimeters is lesser than third side 6 centimeters. Means whenever you are talking about sum 2 plus 3, sum I am using. Talking about sum that will be greater than the third side, but I am getting the lesser than the third side. So I can't form a triangle with the given measure. Otherwise, go through with the difference. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, 1 is lesser than 6. Then coming to 3 and 6. 6 minus 3 equal to 3. 3 and third side I have 2. Okay, but difference whatever I am getting that is more than the third side. But whenever I am talking about difference, I have to get lesser than the third side. So I can't get a triangle with these three measurements. Okay, and coming to the second, depending on angles, we have two types of properties. First one is angle sum property. It is for only interior angles. Interior angles. Sum of the three interior angles of a triangle must be equal to 180 degrees. That's the one is for angle sum property. And secondly, we have exterior angle property. So just before we have finished, so exterior angle property of a triangle will be equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. Okay. So these two properties are depending on angles, and these are very, very important. The properties which we are doing on angles that are very, very important, and so many problems we have solved by using angle sum property. Now further we will discuss about exterior angle property. And these two already we have finished in the first exercise only. Okay, after that we have studied about altitudes and medians very clearly. So tomorrow we will discuss the different problems depending on exterior angle property as well as angle sum property also.